Holy crap. It's here. Welcome back to 2 miles per gallon RC, and today we have an incredible gift, and this is freaking awesome. The Arma Kraton 4S BLX, ready to run. Oh, I am so excited for this thing. These are all of the specs for those who are interested, some of the new stuff that they've done. Then we have the different battery setups that you can run if it'll focus. Holy crap, what is happening? All the recommended setups. Again, more technical stuff. Now we ended up getting the red, white, and black color. The green doesn't look bad. I'm just not a fan of that super bright lime green. The only thing that you're gonna need is 2 batteries to run this thing. Either 2.2S, 3S, or 4S, hard case LiPos. Some of the stuff that's included in it, built into it, such as the new shocks. We also have metal ring and pinions, as well as center diff. It is so hard to explain how long I have been waiting for this guy. I'm so freaking ecstatic right now. I've really wanted a really tough basher, and Traxxas doesn't offer anything that I really wanted. The XRT is cool, but the Arma Kraton is so much better. If you're looking for something that can be bashed around, have a high top speed, and still be super stable, the Kraton 4S is your go-to. It's also relatively still in the budget-friendly range. You have the 6S, you also have the 8S, but those are getting a little pricey. We got this one for $500 with the Black Friday deal going on. So that's just $60 off, I think. Let's waste no more time and get this behemoth unboxed. Holy crap. For a 1/10, this is freaking huge. With all of the cardboard goodies out of the way, this is insane. Look at the absolute sheer size of this thing. The wheels are as big as my hand. This is nuts. All right, the satisfying part. Ooh, that wasn't on there very good. It just barely fits on the worktop. This thing is so nuts. Now, in the box, we have what looks like the starter guide or user manual, one of the two. It also looks like we get an illustrated parts breakdown, service card, and then quite a few tools. I've never seen this one before. I don't know what that one's used for. Obviously, we have a size for the lug nuts, 17 mil, and then some shock spacers and some Allen keys. I don't know what this part's for though. I've never seen that. Now over here, getting that out of the way, we have a little box of goodies. Transmitter. Opening up the transmitter. Looks like this guy comes with the SLT3. Not a bad transmitter. I've heard some pretty good things. You're able to adjust your steering rate, your throttle response, of course your steering trim. This button here is how we're gonna make adjustments later on. Then on the back, it looks like we have our power limiter, I believe it is. And then I don't know what these two are for. I'm not gonna lie. That one's a little new to me. Other than that, it feels okay. I'm not gonna lie, it feels okay. It's not gonna blow your socks off or anything, but on the bottom, we have a QR code that we can scan, and I imagine that it's gonna take us to a video version of the user manual for the SLT3. Getting back to what matters. Oh my goodness. These hood pins are freaking in there. For the body, this is not your normal Lexan body. It's so much thicker and harder to flex. And I absolutely love this color scheme here. This is fantastic. In the black, we have little bits of silver splash color going on there. Different shades of silver, actually. And it has a little bit of a speckle in the white. It might be hard to see. Oh, actually, I think so. The red has some too. That's freaking awesome. Back to the truck with the new 2.5 version. We have quite a few upgrades from the first one, such as no more little tiny wheel nuts. We have these big 17 mil ones. Full metal shock absorbers that don't leak from what I've heard. The previous plastic ones leaked quite a bit. We have little guards, brush guards, sand guards, whatever you want to call them, to protect that shock stem that's inside, as well as in the rear here, some to protect all the rear components just because this is an open wheel design. Now, one of the noticeable changes is we have this huge inner fender that's right here. Now, it's not as big as I think it should be, however, it's a step in the right direction. We have the standard Velcro tie-down straps. Now, Arma has done something where they've integrated this plastic mount for the battery connections, and I don't think that I'm a huge fan of it. Like, it's built into the strap. You don't have a lot of room to maneuver or do anything with it. I have a feeling that that's gonna get in the way. And then here is our 4S power system. We have an aluminum brace in the middle that's actually able to spin pretty freely. We're gonna go ahead and tighten that guy down. We also have this little metal faceplate here that seems to be made out of aluminum that goes into the center diff. Front diff is covered by not only the shock mount, but the fenders and quite a other mounting areas around it. This is insane. Now down here, it looks like there's a wire holder and that these wires are actually supposed to kind of go below the center brace. I could be wrong though. I'm not too sure. The battery tray does not look to be adjustable for longer batteries. It might be, but I'm not seeing anything. Oh, goodness, if I could flip it over. We do have a little hole. There is a screw in there, so actually you might be able to remove this wall that's right here. Take it out, and then you have room for larger batteries to go in. The sheer amount of travel that this thing has is insane. The rebound is really good though. Now, my plans for this guy is to be running a dual 2S battery in it. One of the things that I forgot to mention is that it actually comes with this crossover connector if you're wanting to run a single 4S battery or a single 3S battery. Do not put dual 3S batteries in this thing. If you put 6S through this motor in ESC, it will absolutely fry the electronics. Now, we're gonna put this in a safe space because we are not going to be needing it. In the junk drawer it goes. Now, I have two of the new, I say new, kinda iffy new, Arma Smart G2 batteries, or not Arma, Spectrum, whoops. They're not the craziest, and I've heard a bunch of mixed reviews on them, where some last a crazy amount of time, they've been the best batteries ever. Other people have had some insane issues with them, whether they stop charging after the first use, or they just go dead too fast, so on and so forth. So, I'm gonna be trying my hand at it, not too crazy about them so far. I mean, they're just like any other battery. Let's see how much of a pain this is actually going to be. Now I'm thinking if we just kind of pry this out of the way, pry that guy out of the way, then we should be able to slide both batteries in. Maybe. There we go. Now they're sitting flush. I just realized I put it in there backwards. God darn it. All right. Now they are facing the right way, and I can tell you that this is sturdy. This feels a lot stronger. I do like the plastic pieces. I just don't like that the wires are attached to this one over here. It makes it a lot harder to maneuver around, and it takes a little bit longer. Other than that, though, this thing is solid. All right. Now, these clips are a pain in the ass. So I'm just gonna let it put itself on. Ooh, okay, much quicker, much easier. Now, all that is left now is to get some batteries into the remote, and then it's time to rip, see what this thing is capable of. Now, first, I do need to go watch a video or go through the manual on how to tune the ESC on this thing. If you don't know anything about these, or really any car from Arma, is that you need to calibrate the ESC, or at least it's smart to, before you go out and immediately start to run it. The steering trim could be off, the power settings might not be what you want, so on and so forth. Now here is what I am talking about. So all of these dark gray boxes are what it is set at from the factory. And obviously this page tells you how to go about the steps of changing all of these numbers and values. Looking outside, it is very cold and icy. So we will have to see how these tires do. Now, judging by feeling them, they're not belted, which kind of sucks. I have a feeling that these are going to balloon and absolutely shred to pieces, which is going to be a really big problem. However, they are really soft. I can pinch them. Judging by how big they are, or just going off of how big they are, we should be fine. We should have enough contact, but we are going to be slipping and sliding around quite a bit. Now, in the local area, it is a super frosty 7 degrees out. Feels like -2. Oh my goodness, it is cold. So I need to bundle up before we go out, and then we'll let this thing absolutely rip. We are here at the spot now, and it is cold. Holy shit. This is my second time trying to record this bit, but yesterday it was like -7 by the time that I got out here, and it was way too cold for the RC truck to run. I also needed to adjust some of the ESC things in there, such as the battery cutoff or the low voltage cutoff. I needed to lower that because we were only getting about 5 minutes of run time each set of batteries, which is a no-go. So we're gonna go ahead. We got it all fixed now though. We're gonna throw the batteries in the truck, get everything turned on, and I even brought a couple ramps to see how that does. So only thing left is to get into it. Everything is set up. We are good to go. It might be a little hard to see. Oh man, she has some freaking punch. Oh, just tearing it up. Holy shoot. Okay, all right. Let's see if we can get some wheelies going. Not quite. Hopefully this camera is picking up not only the picture but audio. I did kind of switch up my setup a little bit. Woo! He is squirrely. There we go. Set up the ramp, which is just, what are they called? Cornhole boards that I kind of cut the end off and called it a day. So we're going to see how this does. I hope I'm lined up. All right. It does not give a shit about any of the snow. Oh. Are we stuck? No, we're not. No, we are not. It's also a little icy out too, which I'm sure isn't helping. You can see the tracks of where I went yesterday, absolutely plowing around. Oh, that's not good. Oh yeah, no, it's deep. All right. No, don't go there. Now yesterday I was able to get some good wheelies. I'm really hoping that I'm able to again. I just don't think. I think the road's a little too cold right now, where I can't get any grip. Maybe come down here to where it's wet. Oh, we got a little one there. Okay, hold on, hold on. There we go. All right, I don't have a GPS on me, but we're gonna go ahead and try to do a little speed test. Make sure no cars are coming, and then go. That is full throttle. Oh, she is booking. We're gonna come bash around in this field a little bit. Hopefully, we'll even be able to see it. Oh, we landed it. Oh! Oh my God! Oh my goodness! And the wing's broken. Holy shit! Took an absolute beating. That actually kind of sucks, but expected. It is cold out here. And whenever plastic gets cold, it breaks. Everything sounds fine though. I'm gonna head back to the house. My nose is running. It is so freaking cold out here. I think I found all the pieces to the wing. I'm not too positive. I kind of looked around a little bit underneath the truck where it slammed into it, and it all looks fine. So we're gonna shut her off, pack everything up, head back to the house where it's warm, and kind of go over the aftermath of everything. I will see y'all there. We are finally inside from the cold, and this guy is struggling. So I took it into the garage, got some heat on it, took out all the snow because it was packed in here, and I think that happened from whenever we got kind of stuck in that snow drift and then started to try and spin up the tires. But I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this thing down really quick, get it all cleaned up. We even still have some snow packed in the wheels here, so I'm gonna get that out. And then we can kind of tear into it and really look at the damage, and this guy is cooked. Oh man. And that is it. She's clean, ready to get looked at. That took a lot longer than I thought. She's still kind of leaking snow bits all over the place and onto the table. However, it's not too terrible from what I can see. I think the only thing that got broken was the wing, which kind of sucks. But that's not a super necessary part, I guess you could say. I mean, it's nice to have, right? It looks really cool. But other than that, I mean, oh wow, it broke off in quite a few places actually. I just noticed that. I don't even know if we could salvage this just strictly because we're missing so much. It looks as though, oh no, we're missing an entire section over here. Oh, dang. After kind of going into it a little bit more in depth, this thing is perfectly fine, of course, other than the wing. And even the body, I don't know what material this is. I'd imagine it's still Lexan. It is the hardest Lexan body, if it is Lexan, that I've ever come across. And this thing freaking rocks. You almost can't even tell that it's scratched from where I've wiped it. And there's a couple watermarks here and there and whatnot, but other than that, this thing is perfectly fine, which is insane. Get that out of our way. Everything else in here is perfect. None of the bearings are messed up, none of the shocks are messed up. All the gearing works, center diff, front, rear diff, all of them are fine. Wheelie bar's fine. I don't see absolutely anything wrong, and it took an absolute beating. When I was going to take this out of the truck, or sorry, load it into the truck, I was trying to take the body off so I could turn it off, and I ended up snapping. I pulled the rubber strap with the pin completely out of the back here, and then on this one, the pin got ripped out of this, just from me trying to take it off, which is ridiculous, and I ended up having to use needle nose pliers because it sits so low to the body. I'd say that is the only one of two gripes that I have about this truck. The second one, of course, being the servo. The servo is freaking terrible in this truck, and I don't know if it's the icy conditions that are outside, and I have a feeling that it is. But this thing does not want to turn at all. So I am excited for whenever it does warm up and all the snow goes away. We'll get this thing on dry pavement and see how that does, and then we'll get into like some loose gravel and dirt, and not icy dirt. So we'll try it then. But I have a feeling we're going to be upgrading the servo for sure in this thing, and clearly we need new clips for the body. Do I think that you should get the Arrma Kraton 4S? Yes. Sweet, short, simple answer. 100 times over, yes. If you are looking to just get into RC cars, at $500, this is the perfect price range. I think if you're looking to get into hobby grade, real deal RC cars. Now the batteries can be a little bit pricey depending on where you get them. If you get the G2 smart batteries like I got, it does get quite pricey and they're not the best. You can get aftermarket batteries for a whole lot cheaper that perform better and last longer and have a little bit more punch. However, this thing's fantastic. You can do just about everything that you would really want to do or want to get out of an RC car. And I don't think that there's a better starter, or I don't think I've been an RC car that I've had this much fun with. So with that being said, this guy is definitely finding a spot on the pegboard over here, on the wall, and he's gonna get used and abused. But until next time, I hope that you guys enjoyed. Peace.